America gave us 440 million US dollar. Because of they're contributing to these HIV and AIDS programs that we're having in South Africa to help us fight HIV and AIDS in our country. But we've been threatened because of that money. But
terrible things are happening in South Africa. The leadership is doing some terrible things, horrible things. So that's under investigation right now.
We are misusing the money that we have in this country. So many departments are misusing the money. We can channel some of the money. We can cut some of the budget from other departments, channel it to Department of Health to deal with this HIV and AIDS that we're having in this country.
You passed an Expropriation Act, and therefore Trump will withhold funding to South Africa. And they said, let's not mobilize Africa. Let's withhold minerals to US. That is it. If they don't give us money, let's not give them minerals.
We cannot be held hostage by America. It is time that South Africa must even start producing our own ARVs, because if we don't produce our own medication, especially for HIV and AIDS, we're going to have problems. We need to build plants in this country. By Trump, every time Trump does not agree with you, he's going to threaten you. Enough is enough, Trump. Less 10% of the population of the people of this country owns 79% of the land.
Will President Ramaphosa change course as a result of President Trump's threats?
No, we are a sovereign country. We guided by its own constitution. We believe that the new, or rather the amended Expropriation Act is in line with our constitution, which does provide.
We need to find a solution, and solutions that I'm giving to the government of this country. You must produce medication for the people of this country and for the people of Africa. The people of Africa need medication. People of Africa need medication. South Africa must lead. Avsheni, Molweni, Tawela, Lekaina. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time you're watching this video. You could be watching from South America, you could be watching from North America, you could be watching from Asia, you could be watching from Europe, you could be watching from Australia, you could be watching from Africa, the mother continent, you could be watching from the Caribbean, you could be watching from anywhere around the world. It could be the first time you bump into my face, it could be the first time you bump into my voice, it could be the first time you bump into my YouTube channel. My name is Localizing, the Tonga Prince from South Africa. You're probably asking yourself, what am I talking about? I'm here to defend my country. I'm here to talk about what's happening in Africa. I'm here to talk about what's happening around the world, but most of all, I'm here to defend my country from the people who are defaming our country. I'll be the first one to defend my country, guys. More than 77% of you guys are watching my content, but you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel. I don't know what you're waiting for, guys. So please kindly hit that subscribe button. I need your support. I need your support. I need your support. I need your support. So we are in the road to 10,000 subscribers, guys. So keep on hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, so every time I upload my video, you could be the first time you get my videos. So guys, there's something that we need to talk about. We need to talk about Trump. What is it? The threats that he's been making to South Africa. So many threats that he's been doing. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the videos that Trump has been making threats to South Africa. We're saying enough, it's enough. But before we talk about Trump, guys, I just want to say thank you to my returning subscribers. I also want to say thank you to my new subscribers. I also want to say thank you to you who's just subscribed right now. Without you guys, I am nothing. So I just want to say thank you. And guys, there's also 4 ways that you can support this channel. The first way is watch the video from the beginning to the end. Don't skip the advert. The second way that you can support this channel, guys, I'll leave my account somewhere here. You can donate any amount that you want to donate to this YouTube channel so that I can keep on growing this channel, so I can keep on making as many videos. It's not easy to make videos in this YouTube series, guys. And the other way you can support me, guys, it is hit that $, that thanks button, and so you can donate any amount that you want to donate to my YouTube channel so that it can help me to grow the channel. The fourth way that you can help me grow this channel, guys, is by becoming a member. You can hit that join button or that membership or that member button there. Become a member so that so you can keep on helping me there to grow this channel, because guys, I don't want to lie to you, it is not easy to come here every day, make videos every day. Actually, in short, I'm trying to say, to make videos every day, yeah, it is not easy. So I need your support. I need your support to continue to make as much videos as I can, because we need to defend our country. If we're gonna succeed, guys, we don't defend our country, we will not have a future for this country. We need to build a better country for ourselves and also for our children. It's most of all to build a better country for our children, my children, your children, our South African people. We need to defend this country, guys. So let's get back, guys, to Trump. I'm not going to talk much about what Trump, but let me tell you one thing about what I know about Trump. Trump is a bully. Trump, he thinks this is still high school. He thinks this is high school where he was bullying his classmates. We cannot allow Trump to bully everybody. And I want to ask Trump, who voted you to be the president of the world? Because Trump, he seems, guys, I'm sweating a lot. And Trump, he seems to want to be, what do you call this? Trump, he seems to be want to be the president of the world. He want to bully everybody. If you don't agree with Trump, Trump is going to bully you. Somebody must stand up against this man, because we cannot tolerate this, guys. Trump, he thinks he can bully South Africa. One thing I can say to you, Trump, is that South Africa don't need your aid, because let me tell you, we've been threatened because America gave us $440 million. Because of they're contributing to this HIV and AIDS programs that we're having in South Africa to help us fight HIV and AIDS in our country. But we've been threatened because of that money. But we're simply saying to Trump, keep your money. If you're going to threaten South Africa, we don't need your money. Keep your money. Your people probably need that money, but we're not going to sit here and be threatened by this man. But let me tell you what South Africa need to do now. We need to find solution of this. I promise you, South Africa has enough money to cater for these people. We are misusing the money that we have in this country. So many departments are misusing the money. We can channel some of the money. We can cut some of the budget from other departments, channel it to Department of Health to deal with this HIV and AIDS that we're having in this country, to help the people who are with HIV and AIDS in this country. We must not depend on America, because let me tell you, anything that we do that Trump does not approve or America does not approve, they will forever threaten us. We cannot be held hostage by America. It is time that South Africa must even start producing our own ARVs, because if we don't produce our own medication, especially for HIV and AIDS, we're going to have problems. We need to build plants in this country. Let me tell you, if we build plants and produce, it's probably very easy to produce this HIV medication, because we cannot be threatened by America. Let me tell you, if we produce it, we have plants that we produce in South Africa. We can supply to the rest of Africa. The rest of Africa that need this medication, that most of African countries are suffering because we're being held hostage by America. I want to say this to Trump. Keep your money, because we cannot be held hostage because of you. South Africa must stand up against this man, because let me tell you, we cannot continue like this, being threatened by America. Let me tell you, he's angry because South Africa is part of BRICS. There's nothing that makes him sick, that there's competition. What he does not like is competition. Trump does not like competition. If there's competition, he's going to threaten that competition, because he thinks the only country that must supposed to be winning in this world is America. We're saying no to that. We cannot allow you, Trump, to abuse Africa. We cannot allow you, Trump, to abuse people, because Trump is a bully. Look what he's doing to men, even his people. Check what he's doing to Canada. Check what he's doing to the Mexican people. Trump, somebody must stand and be against what you're saying, because I don't know why people are afraid of this man, because let us be honest, this man is a bully. Let me tell you, the land that he's talking about, maybe before I talk about the land that he's talking about, let me play you this clip. But I know a lot of you have seen this clip that has been circulating on social media, where Trump has been interviewed threatening South Africa. We're saying, keep your aid, keep your $440 million, because we don't need it, because that money, we've got minerals in our country. We can raise that money. It is nothing, guys. I don't know why people are making fuss out of this. Our government need to take responsibility and look, they're only contributing 17%. Whatever's going on, the threat that he's making, he's only contributing 17%. I understand the 17%, it's a lot, but we can raise funds to close that gap that Trump is threatening, because we cannot be threatened by Trump. Every time Trump does not agree with you, he's going to threaten you. Enough is enough, Trump. Let's continue listening to him, guys.
Donald Trump has also announced that he will end aid to South Africa over alleged land seizures. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has signed a law that allows some land to be confiscated without compensation. Other African countries will also be affected by the US president's order to cut overseas aid to slash billions from the federal budget.
Donald Trump has turned his eyes to South Africa.
Terrible things are happening in South Africa. The leadership is doing some terrible things, horrible things. So that's under investigation right now. We'll make a determination. And until such time as we find out what South Africa is doing, they're taking away land, they're confiscating land, and actually they're doing things that are perhaps far worse than that.
Trump has threatened to cut off all funding to South Africa until an investigation into alleged land confiscation is carried out. Trump's threat comes after South African leaders introduced a law allowing the state to seize privately owned land or property for public use. South Africa rejects the allegation, saying the law is similar to ones other governments like the UK already have.
Whatever is trying, let me tell you, Trump is misinformed. And the person who's misinforming him, it is that Elon Musk. And the threats that Elon Musk is making to this country, calling our government, we've got racist laws in our country. South Africa has the best constitution in the whole entire world, better than your American constitution. We cannot sit here and allow Donald Trump and Elon Musk attack South Africa. We cannot allow this. I was expecting a lot from Elon Musk. But I can tell you he's a sellout himself. He knows his forefathers and his grandparents have stolen land in our country. Guys, more than 79% of the land in this country is owned by white South African. And we must sit and keep quiet. The population of white people in this country is only 10%. The 10% of the population of the people who owns this land, and most of this land is stolen, and we must say nothing. Donald Trump, he doesn't want to address that. You want to come and attack South Africans and make threats to South Africans because of the aid that he gives to South Africa. Enough, it is enough. 10% of the population of the people of this country owns 79% of the land. And we're simply saying the land that is not being used must be taken away from the... Look, drive from... Guys, I don't know how many of you drove from maybe let's say wherever from Bloemfontein to Cape Town. All that land that is standing there. Who owns that land? Who owns that land? One person is owning that land. Who owns that land? They must tell us who owns that land from Bloemfontein up to Cape Town. Who owns this land? There's so much land. There's so much land that the government can take, and for the benefit of the public can be used. Because let me tell you, most of this land is the land that has been stolen. And we're simply saying the land that has been stolen must be returned back. It cannot be 80% of the population of the people only own 7%. Black people in this country own 7%. 14% of the land is owned by the government. Make it make sense. Using your common sense, how does the 10% own 79% if that is not stolen land? And you know the history of this country. Let us not go there. I don't want to go there, but we know the history of this country. Donald Trump, keep your aid. We don't need your aid. Let me tell you, South Africa need to start taking this serious. We need to find a solution, and solutions that I'm giving to the government of this country. You must produce medication for the people of this country and for the people of Africa. The people of Africa need medication. People of Africa need medication. South Africa must lead, and South Africa must produce and have plans of where we can produce this medication. We cannot have threats like this that we're getting from Donald Trump. Him and his friend Elon Musk, they think they can threaten South Africa. I was expecting a lot from a person who was born in South Africa to come and go partner with Trump and attack South Africa. We're saying enough, it's enough. Your people have benefited from you never called the corruption that your fathers did to Africa. Your fathers, what they did to this country of South Africa. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there because there's so much that we can talk about. But we're simply saying, Trump, keep keep your aid. We don't need your aid. Enough, it is enough. You cannot threaten South Africa. He thinks he can threaten South Africa. Let me tell you, Trump is angry because South Africa is part of the BRICS. Trump does not like competition. Because Trump does not like competition, he's going to make threats as much as you look like you will do better than America. He does not like that. Let us tell the truth. The world does not run around America. And Trump, who voted you to be the president of the world, we never voted for you. You mind your own business in your country. Leave our problem to South Africa. Our problems are for South Africa. Let's continue listening to this next clip, guys. That we cannot. I'm happy that our government officials are standing up to this Trump, because enough, it is enough, Trump. We cannot take your threat. We simply say we don't need your aid, because let me tell you guys, if we cut budgets from other departments, we can 440 million US dollar. We can raise that money. We've got minerals in this country. For God's sake, we've got minerals in this country. We are misusing our funds. There's too much corruption. We don't need Trump. Let's build South Africa so we can help the rest of Africa. We need to, solutions that I'm giving to the government, let's make our own medication. Let's make our own ARVs in this country so that we can help our people. We can help Africa. Africa needs this medication. We cannot be threatened by Trump. Trump, keep your money. We don't need your money. Let's continue.
You passed an Expropriation Act, therefore Trump would withhold funding to South Africa. And they said, let's not mobilize Africa. Let's withhold minerals to US. That is it. If they don't give us money, let's not give them minerals. But the reality, they take our minerals, but say why we're throwing funding. No, we have minerals in the continent. And therefore we have something that we have. We're not just beggars, but we must just use that endowment for our benefit as a continent. But if as a continent we are frightened, we fear everything, we are going to collapse, and will collapse with minerals at our doorstep.
I totally agree with him. Let's withhold our minerals that America, let me tell you, what they're taking out of South Africa, whatever they're giving back to South Africa, it is not even 0.1%. What they take, compared to what they're taking out of our country. They're taking a lot of our country. They've taken a lot out of Africa, and we must be threatened by 440 million US dollar. We're simply saying, Trump, take your money. We don't need it. Enough, it is enough. We've got so much minerals. Guys, we should cut ties with America, because let me tell you, we cannot make this country happy. As long we have leaders like Donald Trump, we don't know what's going to come next. The best way is to move away from America. The best way is to, look, guys, it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult, but we must go that route. We must take the difficult route. We must not take the simple route. The difficult route that we're facing now, we must take it, because let me tell you, we must build the future of this country. We cannot allow Trump to continue to bully Africa. We cannot allow Trump to continue to bully South Africa. South Africa is going to stand against Trump. Your government, Trump, has taken a lot out of Africa. You owe Africa a lot. And look, we don't even care anymore about the things that you have stolen from Africa. We don't care anymore. We don't care anymore, because enough, it is enough. Trump cannot threaten us. And I know there's a lot of good American people out there who don't agree with whatever Trump is doing, who don't agree with the nonsense that Trump is doing. And I know that other Americans that are supporting Trump, support Trump. But let me tell you, we're going to put our country first. It is time that we put our country first. Put your country first, but don't come and interfere in our politics that is happening in our country. We don't come to a country when you sign up your policies. We don't come and tell you that you're not supposed to sign any other policies that you're signing. You are busy right now signing so many policies that you want, whatever that you want to happen to America, we are signing our own. So we simply say, stay out of our business. Enough is enough. This Trump, we cannot tolerate his abuse. Somebody must stand up against this man. Somebody must stand up against this man. This man is a bully. And look, Trump, go bully your people. Don't come and bully us in our own country. We simply say, Keep your 450 million US dollar. We don't need it. We can raise our own money. Our country is capable of that. Guys, I don't know why are we here. Why are we threatened by $450? They're taking trillions out of our country. Enough, it is enough. Let's continue listening to the next clip, guys, because we're saying enough, it's enough. We cannot continue to be abused. I want you to understand the explanation, what's happening into our country. Guys, let us be honest. The land that is talking about, 10% owns, which are white South Africans who own 79%. Let it make sense. How does that make sense? Only 10% of the population owns 79%. We want our land back, and we are not going to negotiate our land back. Our land, we need it back. The land that was stolen, we need it back. Enough, it is enough. Let's continue listening to the next clips, guys. Because we cannot be bullied by Trump. We cannot be bullied by Trump or by anybody. You cannot come to our country and bully us. We need to stand against these bullies, because the bullies, they will continue to be bullies.
Let's pick up some of those points with Vincent Magwenya. He's a spokesperson to South African President Cyril Ramaphosa and joins us from Johannesburg. Good to have you here. Welcome to DW. Will President Ramaphosa change course as a result of President Trump's threats?
No, we are a sovereign country. We're guided by its own constitution. We believe that the new, or rather the amended Expropriation Act is in line with our constitution, which does provide for the expropriation of land for public usage and in the public interest. And therefore, there is no need for us to change any course. We believe that the Trump administration and President Trump in particular have been misinformed about the intention of this act. They've also been misinformed about the true spirit of the act, which does, in accordance with the Constitution, provide safeguards for those property owners whose properties are targeted for expropriation. The Act provides a detailed process that has to be engaged, and it's not private property that the Act is talking about. It's unused land which can be utilized for public purposes. And the end of the process, the Act says, must be equitable and just. Therefore, there has been unnecessary fear-mongering from certain right-wing quarters out of South Africa that have deliberately distorted the intention of this Act and have been fear-mongering.
Except that we're talking about the President of the United States. So he has people, doesn't he? When you say he's been misinformed, let's talk about this fear-mongering. Who do you believe is misinforming him? Because why wouldn't he just... He said there's going to be an investigation. So do you think South Africa will actually be part of that investigation? Or will you just let them get on with it and you do what you're doing?
Well, we don't know what that investigation will entail. We don't have the terms of reference of that investigation. Neither do we have any official communication of this directive that President Trump has issued. All we've seen is an announcement on X, as well as the clip that you've just shown on that news piece. And so we don't have the information, but you will have known by now, as a journalist from an outlet, a news outlet that has representation here in South Africa, if there was any land being confiscated. South Africa has an independent judiciary. South Africa has an independent free media whose rights are guaranteed within our constitution. There is no way that if such was happening as falsely described by President Trump, will have not been known by the world and will have been kept under wraps.
You've made your position quite clear on that. The president's been misinformed. But if he goes ahead with this threat, how much difference would this loss of US aid make?
Well, we're not dependent on aid with respect to funding our public programs. The largest funding...
Forgive me for interrupting, but no one's saying that. No, you're not dependent on it. My question is, how much difference would its loss make?
Well, I was explaining that the largest program is PEPFAR, which constitutes only 17% of our overall HIV/AIDS program. The remainder of that program is funded by the fiscus. Outside of PEPFAR, we don't have any significant aid programs that are funded by the US. and therefore it will not make that much difference as we speak. PEPFAR was suspended before this announcement was made, and adjustments are already being made to ensure that treatment to those patients is not interrupted in any manner.
Okay. So today, Mr. Trump threatens to cut off all aid. Tomorrow, he may get rid of the preferential tariff system and perhaps even impose tariffs, accusing you of being too close to China. How does your government plan to navigate ties with the US over the next 4 years?
Any trade relationship is based on mutual benefits. There's no trade relationship that benefits a single party. The US has products, goods that it needs from South Africa. Similarly, we have products, goods, and services that we require from the US. And therefore, we believe that any decision that could lead to such an extreme point will require some extensive consultation and engagement. We haven't had the opportunity to engage in detail with the Trump administration on issues of bilateral interest, as well as on issues of mutual concern. Right. Once that opportunity is available, we believe that the Trump administration will have a better appreciation of South Africa's position on a number of issues that may be of concern to them.
Guys, I'm gonna stop this here, right here. Donald Trump, he has a problem because South Africa is very close to China and Russia. Anybody who's close to Russia and China, you'll be in trouble with Donald Trump. Let me tell you, these two countries, these two nations, China and Russia, in history has never colonized any African country. And these are the two countries that Trump has a problem with. These are the two countries who have never colonized any African countries. We're close to China, we're close to Russia. Therefore, Trump is going to bully us. There's nothing why Trump is acting the way he's acting. He knows exactly. Or if he does not know, he has lied to himself and he continues to believe his own lies to himself. And he comes to social media and says things that he's saying. He's misinformed by his people, by Elon Musk. And look, it is not our problem, Donald Trump, that you are misinformed. You are misinformed by your people. That you want to take your frustration on us. We know you are frustrated because of BRICS. You are frustrated because of BRICS. You are threatened because of BRICS. South Africa, the only solution that we have, guys, as the South Africans, our government, I hope our government is listening. We need to have plants. In this country, we need to produce our own medications. We need to produce our own medications because we cannot be threatened every time we do something, we're going to be threatened. They're going to threaten the lives of our people. They're going to threaten the lives of Africa. We're saying enough is enough, Trump. Your threats are enough. Mind your business in America. We'll mind our business in Africa. We'll mind our business in South Africa. We don't interfere with your politics in your country. So please, we simply say, don't interfere with our politics. Trump, stay out of our issues. Elon Musk, continue to run your X and continue to advise Trump with your misinformed information to him. We expected a lot from you, from a person who was born in this country. But we know you're a sellout. You think that you're an American. Your problem is that you think that you're an American. Continue with your lies. Continue with your propaganda news. Continue. That's the reason that you bought that X, that you bought that Twitter, so that you can push your propaganda nonsense. We're simply saying enough is enough. South Africa must be independent. South Africa, we have the money, we have the minerals. Africa has the money, Africa has the minerals. We've been told we're poor. Let me tell you, if you're an African child, remember that you're not poor. That's the information, that's the misinformation they've been spreading for many years. They wanted you to believe that you are poor. An African child, you are not poor. An African child, you are rich. You are rich with minerals that they don't have in their own countries. They will claim they have minerals. They're here in Africa, stealing our minerals every day, causing problems to African countries so we can fight amongst each other. Enough is enough. Trump, we're going to stand up against your nonsense. We're not going to accept this, guys. Enough is enough. Somebody must tell him in his face the way he's doing things. And guys, all the illegal Americans who are in our country must be deported. I'm saying this, I'm going to repeat this. All the illegal Americans who are in our country must be deported. All the illegal these people from Europe who are in our country must be deported. We must get them, and we must close also the businesses. If you are running an illegal business in our country, we must send you back. We must take over that business that you've been running in our country illegal, the same way that Trump is doing to the people of the world. We must do exactly, we must do it 10 times so we show him who's the boss. We cannot take this. They think they cannot be deported. We must deport them in our African continent. They're deporting everybody. We're not saying there's anything wrong what you're doing. We're simply saying we support you what you're doing. We must do exactly what he's doing there in America. We must do it here in Africa. We must do it here in South Africa. I hope our leaders can stand against this. These things they're going to sanction. They're going to say, we are rich. Let me tell you, we've got Russia, we've got China, we've got many, many other countries. We don't need Trump's government to come and control, guys, to come and control us. I'll see you in my next video. My name is Florence Tsonga Prince. I'll see you in my next video. I love you, man. Sharp, sharp.